kattaroq qilsa bo'lmaydimi? Okay, so we are live, I think. Yes, the voice is working. Okay, good. So we can start. Please take away the unnecessary things. So I haven't written out today's topic on purpose. So look at these pictures. Just look at all these three pictures. So here you can see high-rise buildings. Here you can see lots of people with their gadgets. And just something like bricks, like toy bricks or with some images. What do you think? What do these three pictures have in common?
Business.
Okay.
Economy, government.
Business, economy, government, office work, partnership, entrepreneurship. Okay, good.
Development of the city.
Development of
City.
Okay, city planning. Okay, good. So be quick. Actually, your all answers were correct. And yes, although we have writing, right? But our topic is today we'll be discussing opinion essay. So the topic for today is opinion essays. And the topic for the opinion essay will be running a business. So before we start discussing the structure of an opinion essay, so you can see there are 4 pieces of paper hung in 4 corners. So first we are going. By the way, the objectives, I forgot to mention. So if the topic is opinion essay, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to develop the ability to plan, structure, and write an opinion essay using clear, simple academic language. Okay, but before we start, we're going to have an activity which is called 4 corners. And you can see they are not exactly in the corners, but you can see this inscription: agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay? So, and actually this is the statement. You should, after you read this statement, you should stand up and then go to the corner which you agree. Like if you disagree with this sentence, you go strongly agree, you go there. If you strongly disagree, you move to that part. So we will have 4 different groups. Employees are happier in small businesses than in large corporations. So, is the meaning of this sentence clear?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds to think, and then you will decide which corner you will move on to. Okay? Everyone will stand up and you will form 4 groups based on your decision. If you agree, you come here. If you strongly agree, you go to that corner. Now you may stand up and move to those corners. Hey, do you agree or strongly agree? Agree, okay, good. So we have half of the group here who agree, half of the group who disagree. Okay, now what you are going to do is you will get together closer as a group or in a circle and we'll discuss. Because you agree that employees are happier in small businesses, you discuss the advantages of being happier in small businesses. And then this group will disagree. On the other hand, you will discuss that it's better for people who work in larger corporations are much happier. Okay, now discuss. Please get together, get in a circle. You can stand here. Yes? use your English between join. One of you, like, read this sentence. Louder, I don't hear you. Discuss it. Are you whispering? Discuss, please. You should be able to prove your point. English only, please.
Less pressure because if the corporation is smaller, the less customers there are, and it's less.
English, are you discussing in English? You have 1 more minute. 1 more minute, and then we will discuss.
Family members. People not be addicted to
Corporations, people first have to get happy than earning much money, right? Because less, because the responsibility is not that high, and people shouldn't have to work from the weekends and evenings. That's why they have late time, because they can allocate time and money for their family members, their friends,
Employees,
also in small groups, there are less people, more and also leaders also.
Okay, time is up. You may take your seats, and everyone knows who was in agree and who was in disagree group. So, what is common in this discussion with opinion essay? What are the features of opinion essay? So what are the features of opinion essay? So what is common between what you have done in two groups and opinion essay? Give more details, very well.
support
Examples, support. Because it's opinion, what do you now have to do?
give our experience.
Yes, your own opinion, okay? Do you have to speak only, or do you have to write about only one opinion?
No.
That's what I was
We can
asking.
write both sides of opinions.
Okay?
It depends on our mind.
Okay, you need to discuss both opinions. Yes, okay, good. So now I would like to ask the group who agreed that employees are happier in small businesses rather than in larger corporations. I would like to hear just a couple of opinions. Why do you think it's better to work in smaller businesses rather than in bigger corporations?
Because there has less competition.
They have less competition. Okay, good.
There are few bosses and a few rules. That's why they didn't feel themselves under pressure.
Okay, good.
There will be less works, and they will not be addicted to work. They will not be workaholics, so they can have work and life balance.
Good.
In small groups, there are less people and more effective achievements.
Good. So they could achieve bigger achievements when they work in smaller groups and collaborate more closely. Okay. Good. So now let's turn to disagree group. Those who thought or who think that working in bigger, larger corporations is more effective or people are much happier. So the disagree.
Skills.
Okay, good. Any other opinions for advantages of working in larger corporations? Yes, please.
So, in my perspective, I think large companies is the best space for development because of competition, and there are more competitions and there are more works rather than small groups. That's why I think large one is the best.
Okay, good. Any other opinions in favor of larger corporations? Which group are you in?
Agree.
Agree. Okay, let's finish with disagree. Yes, please.
I think in large corporations, employees get a high amount of money rather than small business.
Okay. So it's more financially motivating. Okay. Yes, please, Siri.
Large companies environment give you great communication skills, and their employees get the responsibility for their works.
Okay, good. So actually what we are discussing is part of opinion essay, right? So because we are discussing the points that you may give in opinion essay. So for an opinion essay to be well written, these are the things that you need to consider. So even before that, have you ever written an opinion essay?
Yes.
And can you share your own experience? Did you follow any of these, or maybe you have your own suggestions, tips? Yes, please.
What I do when I write opinion essays, I just partially I stay in a position where I can partially agree, and I sometimes give my own agree sides and disadvantages. And first of all, I just give a topic sentence, and then I try to support this sentence, and then I give some kind of examples from my own perspective or from general facts or some kind of things, factual things, and then I write resulting sentence, and as a result of which what will happen, and then I will write a mini conclusion. And then in the body two, I also do another side, disadvantage, and then I just finish my work.
Okay. Even before that, what do you do when you write?
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm and plan your
Yes.
work. Be it an opinion or any other type of essay, what you do, the first thing you do is you plan it. Because even in any writing, or be it an exam or even any type of essay, so you're always asked to plan, because better planning leads to better writing. So for an opinion essay to be well written, and as we were covering this in our previous lessons, so thesis statement, clear thesis, right? So clear thesis statement will help you to stay on track and to develop your ideas around the thesis statement. And of course, what does mean balanced argument? What is balanced argument?
We have to be very balanced, because if we choose agree, we have to also give opinions to disadvantages. I mean, advantages and disadvantages.
Good, thank you. And academic tone, what is meant by academic
So
tone?
you
Raise your hand. Yes, Miss
use
Yura.
a formal language.
Yes, using formal language with no, let's
Street
say,
language.
no informal phrases, right? Okay?
Slangs.
No slangs, of course. Hedging. I mentioned this in the previous lessons too. What is hedging? And as a prompt, I added some examples, arguably to some extent, or other hedges could be like might, relatively might be, could. So what is hedging? Okay, now maybe others will try. What is hedging? So looking at this, especially this one, to some extent. No, not this. Hedging, to some extent, might be, could be. It's not, okay, it may be polite, but also it's more than that. Yes, Siri?
First, responsibilities. Maybe.
Okay, let's listen to others. Yes, I want to hear from others too.
First place, second place.
No, these are transitions, right? So what is hedging? Okay,
I guess it's our opinion. It's not a fact. So, in order to inform our opinion, we just guess what it is, and
Okay.
we just guess.
Also, hedging, good, you are very close. Hedging is being less direct and less sure. So in order to release responsibility from yourself, you can't be very direct. If you're not sure, you can say, working in small businesses to some extent may contribute to something, right? So you are not being very direct, but rather softening the language. So in order to make it a bit, let's say, if you say these kind of, these big businesses could lead to better achievements. So, and it is recommended in academic writing to use hedges. Because especially, yes, as you said, it's opinion, and in our opinion, we try to be less direct. And that would lead to balanced arguments as well. Okay, logical connectors?
It's really
Raise your hands. Others, yes, please.
Every paragraph should connect each other logically.
Okay, good. Flora?
It is related to coherence and cohesion. We should use connecting devices logically. For example, we cannot use however instead of because. It is we should use every connector in its place.
Okay, good. And relevant examples, I think it's clear to everyone. And counter argument or rebuttal. So Ahmed mentioned that at the beginning a little bit, but what is counter argument plus rebuttal? What is counter argument? What is counter? No, it's not counter, it's opposite.
Yes.
Counter argument means discussing the opposite opinion and also adding rebuttal. So it's talking or discussing the opposite opinion. So, for example, if you have discussed employees are happier in smaller businesses, if you are writing an essay, but you also need to be ready to discuss a counter argument, right? So, and add a rebuttal. Okay, good. So now, what I'm going to do now is, so I'm going to hand out, so you're going to work in groups. I'm going to hand out a sample essay. Okay? So it's not very long essay. So do you all have some markers? Okay, good. So highlight the following in different colors. So for example, not yet, you can do that later. So while reading this essay, everyone will have the same essay. please highlight the thesis statement in a different color. And topic sentences in a different color. So you need to identify thesis statement, topic sentences, connectors, hedging, and of course, and highlight business vocabulary in different colors. Okay? So now we are going to work in pairs. So could you please join? So you two and then maybe you sit here. So you will be discussing these essays in pairs. So are the instructions clear? So are the instructions clear?
Yes.
What are you expected to do? Okay, identify all these, but they should be in different colors, okay? And then this is called noticing task. So please, you're welcome. Yes, working in pairs. Identify the thesis statement, topic sentences, connectors, hedging, and business vocabulary. So you've got 4 minutes to finish this activity. One more minute. So time is up. Are you finished? Yes, okay. So now let's check if everyone has chosen the thesis statement, topic sentences, and other parts have the same, you all have finished, selected them and found them correctly or not. Okay, so who would like to read the thesis statement? Yes. And I would like to ask others to listen carefully if you have chosen the same sentence to be the thesis statement. Yes, please.
While it is true that today's business environment offers unprecedented opportunities, I believe that running a business today is indeed more demanding due to global competitions, rapid technological change, and rising consumer expectations. This is thesis.
Okay, does everyone agree or have you chosen a different statement? Who has a different statement? Okay, please. Yes, Siri.
Thesis is running a business today more challenging than ever. We think that this is the thesis.
But this is the title.
This is what placed it in introduction part.
Yes.
After giving general information.
Yes, okay, yes. Others, have you chosen the same as Charles? You have the same thesis statement? Okay, yes. The statement that Charles has read is a thesis statement. What does the thesis statement show us or point at?
It's
Our opinion.
And what we will further discuss or argue for or against. And now, please, let's read the topic sentences okay, Siri, please read the first topic sentence.
To begin with, globalization has intensified competition in almost every industry.
Do you have the same?
Yes.
Okay, you have this different opinion? Yes, please.
Running business has always required determination, resilience, and a certain level of risk tolerance.
Okay, others? The same. It's very, very, okay, yes, please.
While it's true that today's business environment offers unprecedented opportunities, I believe that running a business today is indeed more demanding due to global competition.
Okay, let us know which one is the topic sentence in the first paragraph. Which one? The first one?
Topic sentence, firstly,
Usually it comes first in the paragraph, right? In very, very rare cases, it can be the last sentence. But in the majority of the cases, it's the first sentence. Okay, good. Yes, so the first sentence is the topic sentence of the first paragraph. Next paragraph.
Furthermore,
Yes, please.
the pace of technological innovation requires constant adaptation.
Okay, do all of you have the same statements? Okay, good. Any other topic sentences?
Not for this one.
Not for this paragraph, okay? But for the last two, is there a topic sentence? Is there any more topic sentence here? Yes or no?
No.
No? Are you sure?
in the body tree.
Okay, yes?
I think in the body tree, some argue that technology has made entrepreneurship easier by providing simple access to marketing, finance tools, and global markets.
Yeah, this is the third topic sentence. And you might be analyzing this from the IELTS writing perspective, but this is not IELTS writing. It's in general and opinion essay, okay? Yes, but topic sentences you have selected are correct ones. Okay, now let's turn to connectors. Yes, please.
However, and to begin with, as a result, furthermore, nevertheless, in conclusion.
Okay, are there any other connectors?
There are also.
Also?
While,
Okay, not important. Yes, please, under this.
while, and which.
And what about as a result? Is it also a connector or not? Okay, Donna said it? Okay, good. Now, hedging. Did you come across any hedging?
Yes.
Yes.
Were there any hedges?
Yes.
Okay, who would like to read the hedges? Okay, Donna? No, you have just read. Who would like, yes, please.
This demand for continuous learning places additional pressure on business owners who may already be overwhelmed with day-to-day operations.
Yes, so where is the hedge here? Where is hedging? Yes, so you are becoming less direct, so you are releasing responsibility from yourself. So you are not going to 100% be sure, and then you are right. I mean, the writer is writing, you may be overwhelmed, okay? Any other hedges?
I think that's it.
No.
No, any other hedges?
No.
No.
No, there are no other hedges. Okay. And now please, business vocabulary. Yes, please.
Business, determination, competition, globalization, and industry, small businesses, local companies, brands, research, technological innovation, adaptation, companies, digital tools, automation, online trends, business owners, operation, entrepreneurship, marketing, finance, global markets, and customers, online services, business management.
Okay, very well. Any other words? I think she has read all of them, right? Running a business, exactly. So now, we have analyzed these sample model essay, and now let's move on and look at the planning class. Do you have any questions from this part? No. Okay, good. So, if you look at this opinion essay topic, as it's somehow related to the first statement that we discussed, but here it speaks about running your own business. So the previous one was working in smaller businesses is better. I mean, people are happier in small businesses than in larger corporations. But this one is arguing for, I think running your own business is better than working for someone else. So anyway, before writing, you should decide which side you are going to discuss first, right? So which one do you mostly agree with? The first opinion or second one?
The first one.
The first one. Okay. So I was going to hide this, but they are here. But I would like to ask you to give more advantages or more opinions in favor of opening your own business or running your own business. So, do you think you need time, or can you just tell it straight away?
Ourselves.
Yes. Just ignore this.
Should we create another ideas for?
Yes, apart from this. If you agree with this, you can further expand on this, but otherwise you can give your own opinions.
If you want to create your own business, you should be financially stable.
Okay. So running own business. Okay, it's not easy. Not everyone can start their own business. So what Charos said, you should be financially stable. Good. Any other things?
They must have special knowledge about this for running a business.
Initial training maybe, or enough knowledge, or at least basic, maybe basic knowledge of this here, right? So not everyone can wake up in the morning and decide, yes, I want to become a businessman. You need to possess some knowledge.
Should be ready for risks.
Okay, should be ready for risks or risk resistant, you can say. Okay, good. Yes,
Have
please.
to be experiences.
I think we can add this here. Yes, experience.
Responsibility.
Yes. Okay. I think still can go here. Any other things I can do?
I think it's required to have management skill.
Good, okay. Possess management skills.
For running your own business, you need to plan, for example.
Okay, good.
You should be well.
Thorough planning maybe. Okay, any other ideas? Any other ideas? Yes, please.
Should have self perspective, like should learn the new things always.
Maybe creativity.
Yeah, maybe.
Creativity, okay.
And should be aware of technologies and
Okay, tech savvy, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yes, of course, especially today when AI is so developed and we need to be using, or no matter how tech savvy we are, we need to be very cautious about the ethical use of AI or ethical use of even let's say ChatGPT or any other sources. So you need to be tech savvy, but you need to be using all these technology from ethical point of view correctly. Yes, please come on.
Communication skills.
Good. Can we add easy communication here? Yes. Okay. Yes.
Stay resistant to global competence.
Resistant, yeah.
Yeah, risk resistant. It may be risk.
Yeah, maybe risk resistant can go being
Competition.
competition resistant or competitive. Okay, good. So here you can see some ideas as well. So running your own business is better than working for someone else. This was our statement, right? And or the topic. So reason one, the sample reason that I provided, one of the reasons was what? Be your own boss, an example, and for every opinion, for reason, you should provide an example. So why do you think that running your own business could be good? Because you should provide an example. Because your friend may have his or her own business, he runs a shop or she runs a shop, and schedule-wise. So you can plan your own day. You don't have your boss, you are your own boss. And second one, reason, earn more money. Example, entrepreneurs earn more money, right? And reason three, learn new skills. Example, gain skills. What skills? So you have mentioned most of the skills here, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to hand out a template for inserting these reasons. I wrote here running a business. So, but now we have made it as a group work and we have only provided reasons or your own opinions, right? And now under each reason, you need to write an example or provide an evidence. So you can complete these individually, but then you will share your paper with others, okay? So you can work on your own. So you can. And what phrases? I will share the phrases. What language will we use? So we are planning now. You're not expected to write a whole essay, but at this point, you are going to discuss, and then we have to. Okay. Now you've got 5 minutes Has everyone got a sheet of paper? A sheet of a template like this? Has everyone got one? Okay, good. So, what are the instructions? Are the instructions clear? Who would like to repeat? So, will you please repeat? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, 5 minutes for providing. You can choose from these reasons, but you need to make sure you provide examples.
Can we choose the opposite side?
Yes, then for the third one, opinions, but counter argument. This is the counter argument. So you can see, as we discussed earlier, the counter argument. You can see below to discuss the opposite side, right? The opposite opinion. The other side. And refer to the useful language as well, okay? At the bottom of the page. One more minute. Just make some bullet points. If you don't write complete sentences, you can write some bullet points because it will take much time. So we have other activities to complete. Have you almost finished? Not yet? Okay, one more extra minute. Try to finish. Okay, time is up. You may stop at this point. And this was only planning stage. Although you haven't finished, you can work on it in a while. Okay, good. So now, any questions?
No.
Okay, good. So at the start of this lesson, we started, so for a moment we will keep them, because later on, when we will be discussing the another model essay broken down into pieces, then we'll continue with this, okay? So we talked at the start about small business versus larger corporations. If you look also here, there are some very small businesses are more beneficial to society than larger corporations. So we discussed this, you did it in two groups, and the arguments in favor will be they promote local economy and employment, they provide closer relationships with customers, flexibility, and adaptability. So these are the reasons in favor of. So, and then as we discussed at the very start, there is a counter argument, which states large corporations provide jobs at scale and often drive innovation. So, did you manage to write counter argument on this template?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see there are three arguments in favor of small businesses, but then there is another balanced argument in favor of large corporations. So, I would like to ask a couple of students, so any volunteers, if you would like to read your reasons and a counter argument to the previous topic, please, you're welcome. Who would like to read? Someone said you managed to write a counter argument. No? Yes, please, Ahmed.
I strongly believe that running a business is very risky because the competition among companies is very high. But if I run the first argument, launching a new business might be exorbitantly expensive because some bills to pay, for example, materials, some products and taxes and like electrical bills and the employees' fees might be very costly for business owners. And for example, in Uzbekistan, it's required to have not only money but also financial knowledge, because in order to run a business, you have to be very knowledgeable in terms of political knowledge. And I guess the second argument, it might end up with a failure because the competition is very high. The business owners not only compete with local companies but also global companies. For example, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. For example, in Uzbekistan, there are many global scale companies. For example, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Fanta, and these companies are run by American businessmen, and I think it's very risky.
Okay, good. Any others? No, you haven't finished? It's okay, because after this activity, you'll be given time to finish your template, to finish the arguments in favor of the main topic, and then also the counter argument. So in the in the handout that I'm going to give you, is there is a, so in the previous one, we read the model essay, right? So you identify the connectors, hedges, topic sentence, thesis statement, and other sections, and as well as business vocabulary, right? So, and in this one, you started planning your essay, so you have identified the reasons, you have chosen the reasons from among this list, and you have started providing examples, but also, not least important is what? Counter argument. So if you haven't written yet, it's not a problem because you are going to deal with this in a moment. But this handout that I'm going to give you now, if you look at it, it consists, like, it shows very clearly introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, optional counter argument, and conclusion. So, and then you can see here, so they state the topic, in each paragraph states the topic, plus there is opinion clearly. Then the first argument plus example and explanation. Second argument, example plus explanation, and acknowledge challenges. So counter argument, in the counter argument, the writer acknowledges the challenges. And of course, like any other reading or writing, it consists of a conclusion where the writer, what? Paraphrases the introduction. Okay, good. So, and then next to it, you can see the number of words in each paragraph. So, first paragraph consists of, roughly there are 250 words. As I told you, it's the exact, the required number of words for IELTS essay, but don't just stick to IELTS essay structure, okay? It's just opinion essays in general. And on the last column, you can see the useful language that the writer has used in writing an essay. So you are going to analyze this essay and identify those words again. So, but I would like you to focus on hedges here, mainly, so that you will later use them in your own writing. So look at this, analyze, and see if it was written well. Do you think it's a good example of well-written opinion essay or not? What do you think? If you think it's well-written, then you will need to prove whether the essay, no, you can have here, yes, everyone. And you have to read, okay, so if you think it's well-written, then you need to prove. Why do you think it's well-written? If you think it has some weaknesses, then you need to prove that as well. And then after you analyze them individually, we will read the whole essay together. So, 3 minutes for reading and analyzing and highlighting the pages. Two more minutes. One more minute. Okay, time is up. Are you finished reading?
Yes.
So, let's first see, is it a well-written essay?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, why do you think so? Others? Everyone thinks that it's a well-written essay, yes?
Because introduction stated clearly that the writer strongly believes agrees with opinion, and for each paragraph it has example, explanation, and even for there is optional counterpoint and also example and explanation. That's why it's
Well-written,
essay.
okay.
And this essay written by logical and every paragraph connect each other.
Okay.
It's logical understanding.
It's cohesive, yes, and coherent. Okay, after that.
I guess this essay is very good balanced, and this essay is written logically. First of all, when it comes to its introduction, it states three ideas. The first of all, gain independence, develop new skills, and achieve financial benefits. And throughout the body 1 and body 2, it explains these ideas. In the first body paragraph first, it provides substantial autonomy in the first idea, and then this freedom fosters confidence, problem-solving skills, personal development. These are all develop new skills. And in the body paragraph 2, it's give information about achieve financial benefits, and it starts with entrepreneurship can be financially rewarding, and that's why this essay is very good, and moreover it also provides optional counter argument, which is very good.
Okay, good. Others? Yes, please, Cindy.
The writer uses sweet vocabulary and correct grammar, and also the supporting sentences support the topic paragraph very well with examples and explanations.
Okay, examples support the paragraph opinion very well. Okay, you want to add? Yes, please.
And there are also hedges that soften the argument, that use it clearly and in its place.
Can you read those hedges, please?
Yes. Secondly, entrepreneurship can be financially rewarding. That can be if approached strategically.
Yes, it's not. The writer doesn't say is or can be, right? So it, as we said, as we discussed earlier, so it releases the responsibility from the writer. And in order, because, yes, please? And other hedges?
Yes.
Are there any other hedges?
However, not every venture succeeds, and entrepreneurship can be stressful.
Yes. And then you can, it's evident that mainly the modal verbs serve as hedges, right? Could be, maybe. So here you are making it more or less direct, or you soften it. Okay?
Because it's called overgeneralizing, right? Because
Yes, overgeneralizing is opposite of being specific. But this is not overgeneralizing exactly, because in overgeneralization you make a general point, but here you are just like
Not being too direct.
not being too direct, so you are being less direct, you are less the argument, like you're making it less direct and releasing the responsibility instead of it can be partial overgeneralization. as well. Okay, good. Any other hedges? Yes or no?
I think in the introduction,
Okay.
business can be highly rewarding, and in the body paragraph 1, we are hierarchies may limit innovation, may limit, and then a small tech startup can launch innovative apps, and then body paragraph 2, entrepreneurship can be financially rewarding.
Okay, good. And then now, please, because most of you have written essays in the past, and just looking back at your own experience, do you think you made use of hedges before?
Yes, of course.
Okay, and what was the reason of using them? Did you use them intentionally, or did you know what purpose they would be serving for? Or was it just a structure? Or because your previous writing teachers told you? Yes, please.
It was intentionally because my teacher told it's called overgeneralization because you are not too not too specific, and it's your own opinion, but it can't be true in some way. So it's you have to use some kind of modal verbs may and sometimes can, might.
And also, as we discussed in our previous classes about the topic sentences and also about writing all these structures. So this is somehow continuation of what we did before. Okay, good. Have you noticed any other specific features in this essay that is maybe different, or let's say the structure of the sentences or the grammar from grammar point of view? Do you think you might use any of these structures? Or any of the, yes, who would like?
For me, acknowledge challenges like optional counter argument is new, like because when I write essay, I usually write body and restate my opinion, conclude, but optional counter argument is new and would be useful.
Okay. Yes,
There
yes.
are featured advanced grammar, for example, related clauses to which like this. So I mean, there are
Linking words, okay.
What I admire most about this essay is how it used the advanced relative clause. For example, in the body paragraph first, if you look at the first question, firstly, starting a business provides substantial autonomy, and this is the first sentence, and without using which, or as a result of which, it just directly using verb ing, just enabling individuals to make decisions and implement creative ideas. And it is what examiners love because it's called, I don't know what it means, but it's a bent 8 or bent 9 term.
Okay, good. Yes, and now I would like to ask you to find out as many collocations as you can related to business. And then also noun phrases, especially noun phrases. 1 minute. Noun phrases. Collocations, especially with noun phrases. We can highlight them. We can highlight the noun phrases. Yes. Good. Okay? So, let's read the noun collocations and especially the noun phrases. Who would like to read? So please stop. Now, let's read those that we have identified. So who would like, from the back rows, next desks. So,
Collocations or noun phrases.
noun phrases first.
Okay, I have found only one phrase. Yes, it's freedom fosters confidence. Freedom fosters confidence.
Is it a noun phrase?
Yeah, it consists of three nouns.
But foster is a verb.
Yeah,
Foster is a verb, yes? Yes. Foster strength is, it's a verb, yes? Okay, good. Others. So let's read only the noun phrases.
problem-solving skills.
Problem solving skill. Okay. Others? Yes, please.
Personal growth, professional satisfaction.
Okay, good. That's
Fosters
good.
confidence.
Retailer, gambling in the market,
Mhm.
business owners.
Okay.
Venture succeeds.
Venture is only one word. It's not phrase, right? Other?
Digital marketing, financial laws, financial independence, financial opportunity, and
Skill development. Good.
careful planning.
Careful planning. Salary
employees.
Salaries employees.
Salaried employees.
Salary.
Salaried employees.
Okay, good. So now, as we have analyzed the three different topics, now there are some tips. Of course, you will not be able to write your own essay, your own opinion essay now, but there are some tips that might help you when you will be completing an essay at home. So, plan before you write. As we mentioned at the very start, so before writing any type of essay, brainstorming ideas and planning is half of the work, half of the job is done when you plan carefully. Use linking phrases. They make your essay cohesive and clear. Of course, when you say, so the reader, it will keep the reader on track, or the reader will know. And if you remember in our previous writing classes, so you read two different paragraphs. One with connectors and linking words, the other one without. So you don't really know what will come next, or is the writer going to discuss another topic or not. And include a counter argument, right? So this part specifically shows critical thinking and it keeps your opinion essay balanced. And of course, check word count. It's just a rough word count. Usually it's IELTS word count, but of course, college essays can be longer, much longer, right? So they can even consist of 1,000 words, depending on the type of research you are going to conduct. And of course, these useful phrases were at the bottom of the template. You can take a look at them. So, what topics have we discussed during today's session? What was the first topic that we made in 4 corners? What was the first topic?
Just of the small.
Yeah, working employees in small businesses are happier than in large corporations. Okay, this is your first option to write an essay at home. Second one, what was the second topic?
Running your own business or working for others.
Yeah, running your own business or working for others. This is the second topic, and our third topic is
Starting your own
Starting own business.
Can be rewarding.
okay, good. And also you can, as another option, you can choose this topic. Is running a business today more challenging than ever? So as a home task, you can choose one of those topics. And now, because we still have some time, please continue working on these templates. And if you haven't written a counter argument, please do so in 4 minutes. Have you written a counter argument? Okay, good. One more minute. Okay, have you finished? Okay. So we will not be able, if you are finished, can you please put down your pens? No, just, so if you have finished, you have more or less this kind of planning paper in front of you, right? So you may, at home, as I mentioned earlier, you can either choose from those topics, 4 topics, or you can further develop this planning. I think this would be easier for you because you have already worked. But if you want to go further and write and plan another essay, please, you're welcome. So this will be your planning page. And as I said, at home, please write an essay. And bring them next time. So there will be peer review, peer check, and we'll analyze your essays. So before we wrap up our session, I would like to ask you to state one key takeaway from this topic or from this lesson. What's one key takeaway from this lesson? What have you learned? What do you think was a bit new, or what language-wise, grammar-wise, structure-wise?
For me, it's counter-argument and hedging.
Hedging, okay, good. So you used it, but you didn't call it hedging, okay. Yes, others?
Brainstorming just before starting your own essays. and just make sure you have enough ideas.
Yes, because you think that you have enough ideas when you're planning, and then you stop because sometimes if it's IELTS, you know that it's timed writing, so you start panicking. Then you think, no, I would better start writing. But then as soon as you start writing, you run out of ideas, right? Okay. Yes.
When we write an essay, sometimes we write off topics, and therefore we should plan this topic, and we write logical connectors.
Logical connectors. Yes, please, Siri.
And I learned counter argument because sometimes I forget about it.
Okay, good. Thank you. And so, actually, if you have any questions, please, you're welcome to ask.
No.
Okay, no questions. I would like to thank everyone who has been active and would like to encourage others who have been less active to be more active in our upcoming classes. So, good. So, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and take care. If you have any questions, please, you're welcome.